Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How are you doing? It's Rusty from Porky's Corner, the biggest gob in sport. We say the things on here that nobody dare say. 10 to 10 in the morning, Sunday. Had a late one last night. Uh, what do we really think to that show last night? Well, there were some good fights on it, some shocking decisions, and some terrible matchmaking. So I'm not going to pull any punches. Uh, I hope my followers all send this to Turkey Al Sheikh. I might even stick his name in the title because I think he's having his leg lifted. I really, really do, honestly. The McCauley fight leaves a bad taste in my mouth. But let me go through the card before we get to main course because I'm not gonna beat about the old Barbara Bush this morning. No, no. Right, Mohammed Alakal. I believe he's trained by Joe Gallagher. Well done on your win. Al Mayouf, well done on yours. They're two for future. Shaka Stevenson, you're a protected fighter. Pretty embarrassing. All flashy skills and that, but you couldn't get a limited kid out who took the fight on a very short notice. You couldn't get him out there earlier than what you did. I know he went 9 rounds with you, but that kid Josh Padley from Doncaster, well done, Josh. You did yourself very proud, and your stock's gone up. But be very careful who you sign with now. All right, but well done, well done. People have been knocking on your door to get you on again. I can buy into the Josh Padley hype. Or whatever hype he got from last night. His stock's gone up. So well done to that kid. My heart was out to him. He fought his heart out and he tried his best against somebody who, well, we've all said it's pound for pound, haven't we, really? But he'd get found out when if he stepped up. Stevenson and fought an elite champion. He's a protected fighter, isn't he? Shaka Stevenson. That's my opinion. And he certainly is not doing that WBC belt any justice that Roberto Duran had. That's my opinion. Martin McCauley. Wow. They phoned him up at the Congo, got him off his elephant, and he's flown over different time zones, however many flights he's had, over 22 kleb. That's what 300 and odd pound, fat as a pig, Michelin man, right? How could he do anything at that size? And yet everybody's losing the mind over Joseph Parker, who's beat who? Derek Chisora, Wilder and Zhang, all old men. Jack Massey gave him his best fight. I thought that were a life and death for the last few rounds. Dylan White done him. Joyce done him, Joshua done him, but Parker's beating old shot fat men. Zhang, McCauley, Chisora, Wilder, shot. But yet we've all got Parker now down as this road man. He's not a road man, Parker. He's a fat man as well, over 19 stone. But he's in with a guy over 22 stone, fat as a pig. He were bursting through his shirt. Did you see ripples on his back? Oh. And we were told McCauley's this, McCauley's that, and people were hanging out the back of him. And I mean hanging out the back of him. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Embarrassing. The best card ever. The best card ever. Well, Stevenson's opponent pulled out. Dubois pulled out. They played musical chairs with him. But yeah, he's going to fight Usyk, they're saying. Come on. Best card ever. Personally, I think Turkey Al Sheikh is having his leg lifted, me. Having his leg lifted is absolutely shocking. Ben Shallum's lost McCauley. He's been beat. Boaz's been beat. And Boaz's trainer what has he ever done really, apart from one guy? Now, what one guy he's had that's done really well, Boatz's trainer, this go-to guy. What has he done? What? He's done no, has he? He's just done something with one guy. Everybody else is ruined. Absolutely ruined. But we'll come to that when I speak to Terry Chappendama. This is just a reaction video. So I'm not doing anything else today. So, but I just thought he was absolutely pony most of the fights. But Beterbiev and Bivol, it's always going to be a razor thin between them two. We've got a fantastic elite slickster in Bivol, and we've got a fantastic elite hunter in Beterbiev. So they get to play it against Sam, don't they, on that one? But they fought their hearts out, real top end stuff. And I thought that Callum Smith beat Boatsi. Well done to Callum Smith. I didn't think he'd beat Boatsi because I know I give Callum Smith some stick because he's inactive. I didn't think he had it in him. I thought his tools weren't sharp, but he came to fight and he beat Boatsi. Well done to Callum Smith. I think he writes Anthony Yard off. I don't think Yard will want to go near Callum Smith. The Renaissance man, Callum Smith. 6 fights in 6 years, is it? Something like that now. Well done. He fought really well. He had a massive cut on his eye and he showed a lot of heart. That's the first time we've seen Callum Smith in a life and death in it in his whole career. It was like he'd saved it all up for last night. So well done to Callum Smith. And it was nice to see them all happy at the end. Ladies and gentlemen, the Smiths. But yeah, Boatsi weren't a world champion, were it? So Callum Smith, technically, his best win is a one-arm bandit in George Groves on paper. Because like I just said there, Boatsi's never won a world title, has he? So, but it brings me to Virgil Ortiz Jr. beat Madridov. Well done to him. But the one that leaves a bad taste in my mouth last night, the one that leaves a bad taste, Hamzat Shiraz, the new Tommy Hearns, we were told. I said, no, he'll get folded like a deck chair. He ain't that much. We know what happened in the Bradley Skeet fight. Some hometown cooking in that fight, weren't they, against Bradley Skeet? Oh, yes, but that belt was for Marvin Hagler's old belt. Yeah, Marvin Hagler had that belt, years. One judge had it a draw. One judge had it for Shiraz by 1 point. The other one, for what my score was, 118, 110. Is that corruption or is it the judges don't know what they're doing? Because 2 of them there were absolutely shocking. One of them bottled it at 114, 114, sat on fence with splinters in his arsehole. The other one, 115, 114, Shiraz. He needs running out the sport. And the other one, 118, 110. You can see a case for 117, 111, but how was that a draw? I know Adames keeps his belt, but how is that a draw? Spencer Brown manages him, Shiraz. Bricktop promotes him. Turkey's saying he's one of his favourite fighters. Did the judges just shit the pants? I don't know. I mean, we only need one rogue judge in a fight to throw everything all over the place, don't we? You're going to hear stories now about, well, you know, it was a draw and could have gone either way and blah, blah, blah. And we're going to move up now to super middle. Look, he's not knocking very, very average guys out like Adames out at 160. So what's he going to do at 168 unless they maneuver him into a title shot and buy him a belt? Because that last night, he were bought a draw there, but they nearly bought him a belt, didn't they? So that just shows you if you've got a bit of pull, doesn't it, really? But Joseph Parker, and people are losing the shit over him, aren't they? Absolutely losing their mind over Parker Bacoli was an absolute. It were awful, wasn't it? Coming in that side. Why would you let somebody come in that side? Why not just put him in with another heavyweight who's at least in shape? Because it brings the sport into disrepute when you've got a man over 22 stone, a big fat man, coming in like that and just taking his paycheck. And they're saying he's still got the Ed Jagba fight in May for an IBF final eliminator. How can that be? How can that be? That is absolutely pony macaroni. It's shocking. But some of the licking going on there was unbelievable. But just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. That, and I'm going to cover this over the next 3 or 4 days in detail with commission. We've got Bob coming back on. It's very hard to get Bob on because he's 8 hours behind us in Canada. Anthony will be coming back on. James will be coming on this week. Andy will be coming on. Kent, Ryan, all the chaps. Hopefully Big Richard will be coming back. And we're going to change it up a little bit. But that show last night, the light heavyweight fights were fantastic. Stevenson, I think he's a protected fighter. I think he's held onto that belt too long now. He'll be found out as soon as he steps up. But better Bevan, Bivol will do it again. Do I want to see it again? Yeah, I'd watch that again. I'd watch that again. It's a purist fight, isn't it? Turkey said he wanted it at the end of the fight, so they got what they wanted with that decision. But very, very razor thin. But you could give it to Bivol by a round, couldn't you? I couldn't give it to Bivol by 2 rounds. But the Shiraz draw, I mean, how could you give that fight? Well, you're giving it to Shiraz by a round, one judge, and the other judge has given it to Adames by 8 rounds. So that means in a 12-round fight, they're 9 rounds apart. Nine rounds apart. 9. How can that be? How can elite judges at elite level in a WBC middleweight title fight be not 1 round apart, not 2, not 3, 4, 5, not 6, not 7, not 8, but 9 rounds apart in a 12-round fight? Answers on a postcard. PokeyCorner@mail.com. Okie dokie. It looks like Anthony's leading the way for the 100 quid for month. He's 7,000 views. So let's see if Terry or James or any other lads, Kent, Ryan, or any of them can beat it this week. And let's have some proper boxing discussions about this show that we were told was the best card ever. People were even putting it in the titles. The best card ever made ever. But Warwick, there were no heavyweight title fight on there. There were a lot of trinket belts on there, weren't there? I know there were a WBC world title fight on there, but a lot of trinket belts on there. But it weren't the best card ever, were it? But Beterbiev, Bivol, fantastic. Callum Smith and Buatsi, a level below them. They're world level. They're the other ones are elite, and there's a difference. But that were a fantastic fight. No, I'm not sure one for the ages, but a great fight. And like I said, well done to Callum Smith. I'd like to see him in with Yard now. I think that's the fight that's on everybody's lips. Anthony Yard against Callum Smith in the UK. Let's have it in the UK, but they're not going to want to do that, are they? They're going to they want to go back out there, don't they? Everybody, that's where it's all at now. But it seems to me that if you want to go out there and get a win, you've got to be aligned with certain promoters and certain managers to have a rub at green. But always remember this, all you boxers out there who want to hang out the back of these promoters and managers and get to Saudi. You need them to knock people out and not leave it to judges. All right? Adames nearly got that over. So next time, if he does fight, don't leave it to the judges. That's all I'm going to say. Do not leave it to the judges. All right? Amzad Shiraz played it too safe for me. Buatsi, his trainer, we've heard all this and all that about his trainer. Is he that good, really? Or is he a one-trick pony? We're going to see what Terry's got to say about that, aren't we? Okie dokie. So thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment, a quick 15-minute for you there. I'm going to go out on my mountain bike now. We're at mountain bike job. Do a few weights, few sit-ups. Okay. Okie dokie. So peace out. Max, don't ring me till you're a cruiserweight. I might even get Max on this week. So give Max a bit of stick. I love him really. He's loyal. All right. Go on, Booyaka. Reggie, I put the hat on for you, son. All right. I hope you're happy. You take care. Peace out. Coffee.